Hello and welcome to Najm Language Center. It's session 11 from Top-Notch Fundamentals B. I'm Maryam Mostafai and I'm gratefully here to start Unit 11. Open your books please. Unit 11. Tell someone about an event. Here we have event. For example, a concert, a game. For example, a movie. Event is a special happening. بچه یه اتفاق خاص، یک رخداد. So tell someone about an event. Describing times before today. Here we have before today. When we say before today, we mean past. بچه زمانهایی که قبل از امروزن میشن گذشته دیگه، درسته؟ راجع به زمانهای گذشته میخوایم صحبت کنیم. Look. If today is September 1st, yesterday was August 31st. The day before yesterday was August 30th. Look, we can use last, for example, last week, last month, last year, last Tuesday. Last بچه یعنی گذشته. When I say last week, هفته گذشته, I mean a week before this week. Last month, ماه گذشته. Last year, سال گذشته. Last Tuesday, last Friday, جمعه گذشته. Last Tuesday, سه‌شنبه گذشته. Or we can say 2 days ago, for example, we can use ago. بچه ago یعنی پیش. 2 days ago, 2 روز پیش. حالا من بگیم 4 روز پیش چی میشه؟ Fine, 4 days ago. 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, and 2 years ago. Listen, please.
Unit 11. Past events. Page 88. Exercise 1. Vocabulary. Describing times before today. Read and listen. 1,
The day before yesterday.
2,
Yesterday,
3,
Last week. Last month. Last year. Last Tuesday.
4,
2 days ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, 2 years ago.
Thank you. Now you tell me. 5 ماه پیش چی میشه بچه؟ Very good. 5 months ago. حالا به من بگید شنبه هفته پیش. Very good. Last Saturday. Thank you. Listen again and repeat, please.
Now listen again and repeat.
The day before yesterday.
Yesterday,
Last week. Last month. Last year. Last Tuesday.
2 days ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, 2 years ago.
Thank you. Now look at this part. Years, decades, and centuries. You know years. سالها. How about decades? Look, here we have decades. 1990 to 1999. بچه decade میشه دهه. ببینید 10 سال فاصلش دیگه. درسته؟ Decade. And centuries. Look. Here. 2001 to 2100 or 2100. So, it's the 21st century. بچه این دیگه میشه قرن. 100 سال داره. Okay? Fine. Listen, please.
Page 88. Years, decades, and centuries. Listen and repeat.
1900,
1901,
2000,
2001,
2010, 2010,
the 1990s,
The 20th century.
The 21st century.
Now listen again.
Thank you. As you can see, we read them two by two. For example, here, 1900. نگاه کنید بچه 1900. Here, for example, 2010. 2 by 2. Okay? But here, we say 2000 or 2001. Okay, don't forget. We mostly read them 2 by 2, but here, when we have 2000, we say, for example, 2019, 2010, but sometimes we say 2000, 2001, because we don't have two numbers here. Good. Now listen again and repeat, please.
Now listen again and repeat.
1900.
1901.
2000.
2001.
2010. 2010.
The 1990s.
The 20th century.
The 21st century.
Thank you. Now here, please listen and circle the year. Listen, please. You have 4 parts. Listen and circle the correct year.
Page 88. Exercise 2. Listening comprehension. Listen and circle the year. 1,
1930,
2,
2016,
3,
1967,
4,
2021,
So, the first one was, very good, 1930. This one. Next one, you tell me. Very good. 2016. Thank you. Number 3, 1967. This one. And number 4, very good, 2021. Now listen again and repeat, please.
Now listen again and check your work. 1,
1930,
2,
2016,
3,
1967,
4,
2021,
Very good, thanks a lot. Look at here. We have years. You have time, please write them. Write them in letter. For example, this one is 2008. 2000 here, 8. Yes. Write the rest, please. You have 10 seconds. You can pause this video, write it, and again play it. Check your answers, please. The first one, 2008. Next one, 1913. Next one, here, 1910. Next one, 1809. Next one, 1955. Next one, 1800. Here, 1998. Here, 1814. Here, 1615. Here, 2016 or 2016. Here, 1922. And here, 2012 or 2012. Thank you. Look at this part. When I say verb be, بچه ها وقتی میگن فعل be, I mean am, is, are, was and were. We use am is are for present, and we use was and were for past. For example, I am a teacher. I was a teacher last year. Look. Am and is. We can use was when we want to talk about past. Look. I, she, he was at party yesterday. Was بچه بود. I was من بودم. She and he was at party yesterday. And instead of are we use were. We, you or they were out yesterday. were بچه اگه با we بیاد میشه بودیم، بودید، بودند. So they were out yesterday. آنها دیروز بیرون بودند. Were and was. Look, there was a concert last night. There was a concert. وجود داشت. Yes, a concert last night. When we use was, we need to use singular noun after was. So a concert, a movie, a game. There were 2 movies last week. When we use there were, we need to use plural nouns. 2 movies, 3 games, 4, for example, concerts. Okay? Don't forget. When you have more than one number of something, you need to add plural s. So 2 movies. Look. For I, he, she, we use was. The negative form is wasn't. They're singular. I was at school yesterday. He wasn't at school yesterday. So for negative forms, only add not after was. Same story for plural form. We, you, and they, we use were or weren't. We were at home. You weren't at home. Here we have there was and there were. There was a concert last night. There were 2 movies last weekend. Fine. You know the meaning of there was and there were. وجود داشت, وجود داشتند. Yes? And here we have contractions. Don't forget. The contraction form of was not is wasn't. Were not, weren't. And here we have questions. Look at this part. There was a concert last night. How can I make a question? Just exchange the places of these 2 words. Was there a concert last night? Here. Were there 2 movies last weekend? Look. Was it cloudy yesterday? Yes, it was. No, it wasn't. Short answers. Was there a game at the stadium? Yes, there was. No, there wasn't. Here the same story for plural form. Were you at the party last night? Yes, we were. No, we weren't. Were there students at the meeting? Yes, there were. No, there weren't. Don't forget, when you use were, the plural form, you need to use the plural nouns. Were the students? Were the teachers? Okay? Were the guests? Use plural s. Now about WH questions. بچه اینا رو نگاه کنید. همشون با WH شروع میشن. به اینها میگیم WH question. Okay? We use them for more detail. میخوایم بچه اطلاعات بیشتری بگیریم. Where کجا؟ When چه زمانی؟ Who چه کسی؟ Look. Where was the party last night? کجا بود پارتی که دیشب برگزار شد؟ When was she in Italy? چه زمانی اون خانم در کشور ایتالیا بود؟ Who was at the party? چه کسی در پارتی حضور داشت؟ Where were they last weekend? Where کجا؟ When were you at the bookstore? چه زمانی شما در بوکستور بودید؟ Who were those students? اون دانش آموزها کی هستند؟ هو بچه یعنی چه کسی؟ Here, look at the calendar, please. The calendar is about April. Today is April 20th. Here, it's today. Now answer the questions. Number 1, what day was yesterday? What day was yesterday, okay? So here, yesterday was April 19th. Now questions 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for you. You can pause this video, answer, and then play this video again. You have 10 seconds. Okay, check your answers, please. Number 2, what day was 6 days ago? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, it was April 14th. What day was 1 month ago? 1 month before April is March. So, it was March 20th. Number 4. What day was the day before yesterday? The day before yesterday is here. So it was April 18th. Number 5. What were the dates of last Saturday and Sunday? Here we have Saturday and here we have Sunday. So read them. They were April 13th and 14th. What day was 2 months ago? Before April is March. Before March is February. So, it was February 20th. Now, next part. You need to listen to conversations about events. Then listen again and circle the correct day or month. So here we have 3 statements. If today is Sunday, then the party was on. You need to choose. Okay, listen please.
Page 89, Exercise 6, Listening Comprehension. Listen to the conversations about events. Conversation 1.
How was the party last night?
It was nice.
Were there a lot of people?
Yes, there were.
Conversation 2.
When was your birthday?
It was last month.
Really? Mine was too. What day was yours?
The 1st. What about yours?
The 15th.
Conversation 3.
So when was your game?
The day before yesterday.
How was it?
Great. There were a lot of people there.
That's terrific. Sorry I wasn't there too.
Okay, check your answers please. Now listen again and check it more carefully.
Now listen again and circle the correct day or month. Conversation 1.
How was the party last night?
It was nice.
Were there a lot of people?
Yes, there were.
Fine. How was the party last night? It says number 1. If today is Sunday, then the party was on. So last night it means Saturday. Now number 2 please.
Conversation 2.
When was your birthday?
It was last month.
Really? Mine was too. What day was yours?
The 1st. What about yours?
The 15th.
If this is January, then their birthdays were in, because they say last month. So the month before January is December. Yes, number 3.
Conversation 3.
So when was your game?
The day before yesterday.
How was it?
Great. There were a lot of people there.
That's terrific. Sorry I wasn't there too.
Fine. If today is Friday, then the game was on. So he said The day before yesterday. Today is Friday. Yesterday was Thursday. And the day before yesterday was Wednesday. So it's the answer. Here we have a word terrific. It means very good, great. Now you can tell someone about an event. Listen, please.
Page 89. Now you can tell someone about an event. Exercise 1. Conversation model. Read and listen.
Where were you last night?
What time?
At about 8 o'clock.
I was at home. Why?
Because there was a great party at Celia's house.
There was? Too bad I wasn't there.
Where were you last night? You look, here we have where, here we have where. The same pronunciation but different spelling or dictation. بچه ها این where اولی به معنای کجا هست، where دوم به معنای بودید هست. تلفظشون مثل همه ولی دو تا کلمه متفاوت با دو معنی متفاوت هستن. Where were you last night? What time? At about 8. I was at home. Why? What's the meaning of why? Very good. چرا? We answer why with because. Because there was a great party at Celia's house. There was? Too bad I wasn't there. Look. What was the event? The event was a great party at Celia's house. Thank you. Now look at this table. In this unit, we want to learn simple past. I told you about verb be. The past form of am is was. The past form of are is were. Yes? For example, I was happy yesterday. من دیروز خوشحال بودم. You were sad last week. شما هفته قبل غمگین بودید. Let's say we can categorize verbs in two categories. Regular verbs, irregular verbs. What's the difference between them? Look. First, we want to talk about regular verbs. Look at this sentence, please. I walked to school yesterday. Walked and yesterday. Walked is the past form of walk. I only added ed to make the past form. So we add ed to the end of our verb. I walked to school yesterday. But here, irregular verbs, you need to memorize them. There is no rule. بچه هیچ قانونی ندارن. فقط باید حفظشون بکنین. For example, the past form of speak is spoke. I spoke English at school yesterday. When you want to make negative forms, you need to use didn't. I walked to school yesterday. I didn't walk to school yesterday. Don't forget, after didn't, use base form of the verb. The same story here. Use didn't. I spoke English at school yesterday. I didn't speak English at school yesterday. بچه ها نکته خیلی مهم، بعد از didn't فعلتون رو ساده بیارید. همون فعلی که حالت present می آوردید. Speak فعل اصلی ما بود دیگه. So I didn't speak English at school yesterday. Another point, for all subject pronouns we use one form of verb. Look, I walked, you walked, he walked. Okay, there's no difference. The same story for irregular verbs. There's no difference in subject pronouns. When you want to make a question, you need to use did. I walked to school yesterday. من دیروز به سمت مدرسه قدم زدم. سوال میخوام بپرسم. آیا شما دیروز قدم زنان رفتین مدرسه؟ پیاده رفتین مدرسه؟ So, did you walk to school yesterday? Put did in the beginning of your sentence. After did, use your subject pronoun. Then use the main verb. Did you walk to school yesterday? Short answers. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. I walked to school yesterday. No, I didn't. I didn't walk to school yesterday. Here, the same story. We use did. Did you speak English yesterday? Yes, I did. I spoke English yesterday. No, I didn't. I didn't speak English yesterday. Don't forget, after did and didn't, we need to use base form of the verb. So here, look, I, you, he, she, we, they, one verb, liked the movie. The negative form, I, you, he, she, we, they, didn't like the concert. Use didn't and use base form of the verb. Here, regular verbs. بچه ها regular ها کدوم ها بودن؟ اونهایی که ایدی بهشون اضافه می شد دیگه. Add ed to these verbs. Which verbs? To base form of the verb. بچه ها base formمون call بوده. ایدی گذاشتیم شده called. If the base form ends in e, add d. بچه نگاه کنید base form ما چیه؟ like. خودش ای داره. چی کار کردیم؟ فقط یه دی اضافه کردیم. love. loved. فقط یه دی اضافه کردیم. But study, studied. Look, it ends in y. So we changed it to ied. For example, cry, cried. ied. How about shop? In shop, you need to double the last letter. Shop, shopped, with 2 P's. Now irregular verbs. Use the past tense form of irregular verbs in affirmative statements. In negative statements, use didn't plus the base form. Look, I went to party. Went is the past form of go. Here, go, went. I went to party. The negative, I didn't go to the movie or to the movies. Look, I didn't go. After didn't, use base form of the verb. We made dinner. Find made here. It's here, the past form of make. But we didn't make breakfast. After didn't, use base form of the verb. Here you have irregular verbs. They're very important. Please memorize them. There's no other way. We need to memorize them all. Listen, please. Buy, bought. Come, came. Cut, cut. Do, did. Drink, drank. Drive, drove. Eat, ate. Get, got. Go, went. Have, had. Make, made. Put, put. Read, read. Say, said. See, saw. Take, took. Think, thought. Write, wrote. Look at cut and put. Sometimes the past form is just the same as the present form. Cut, cut. Put, put. How about read and read? Look, the spelling is the same, but the pronunciation is different. Read, read. I read a book yesterday. Now listen again and repeat after me, please. Bought, came, cut, did, drank, drove, ate, got, went, had, made, put, read, said, saw, took, thought, wrote. Now you can make sentences. For example, if I ask you to make a sentence with saw, you can say, for example, I saw a bird yesterday. من دیروز یه پرنده دیدم. Yes. Don't forget to use time. بچه ها در زمان past، زمان که راجع به گذشته میخواین صحبت کنید، زمان خیلی مهمه که بیارید تو جمله. I saw a bird yesterday. Here. I made lunch 2 days ago. 2 روز پیش من نهار درست کردم. Okay? ببینید زمان میدم. Yesterday, 2 days ago, 2 weeks ago. Okay? Don't forget to use time. Now the last part, the regular simple past tense ending. As I told you, we add ed or ied to make regular simple past forms. Look, sometimes this D sounds D, sometimes it sounds T, and sometimes it sounds id. Look, listened, D. But here, liked, T, liked. But here, wanted, id. Listen, please.
Page 90. Exercise 2. Pronunciation. The regular simple past tense ending. Listen. 1.
Listened. Exercised.
2.
Liked. Washed.
3.
Id. Wanted. Needed.
Now listen again and repeat.
Repeat, please.
Listened. Exercised.
Liked. Washed.
Wanted. Needed.
Thank you. Very good. Now here, we have an email. Please complete the email. Use the simple past tense and the past tense of verb be. You have the list on the last page. You can see it and use them in the correct form. You have 10 seconds. Please take your time. You can pause this video and do it. Okay, check your answers, please. Yesterday was a really nice day. Here we have get up, so the past form of get is got. I got up early, brushed my teeth, made breakfast, and cleaned my house, all before 8:30. Then I worked until noon. After lunch, I listened to the weather report, and the weather was warm. I invited all my grandchildren here. They came here in the afternoon. We talked together for a while, and then the younger children took a nap. The older ones went to the park and played soccer. At the end of the day, I cooked dinner for all the children. They loved the dinner because it was pasta. The kids ate everything and wanted more. Great day, Brian. Now look at my sentence. She went to cinema last night. بچه‌ها میخوایم یاد بگیریم چطوری سوال بسازیم. هر جمله‌ای که ما داریم یه سری اطلاعات به ما میدن. مثلا اینجا اطلاعاتی که به ما میده مکان در واقع اون ایونت هست یک سینما بوده و زمانش last night. حالا میخوایم سوال بسازیم. چطوری ما میتونیم سوال بسازیم؟ First we can make yes no questions. بچه راحت ترین نوع سوال پرسیدن yes no question هست. ما اینجا این جمله رو داریم. She went to cinema last night. اون خانوم دیشب به سینما رفت. حالا سوال، آیا اون خانوم به سینما رفت؟ Did she go to cinema last night? What did I do? چه کار کردم؟ I used did plus my subject pronoun plus the main verb. Did she go to cinema last night? Look at the rule. Did plus she plus base form of the verb. Now I want to ask information questions. What's the difference between information question and yes-no question? Very good. Yes-no question, just like this one. It's answered by yes or no. Did she go to cinema last night? Yes. No. But information question, as you can see, when did she go to cinema? We need more information. Yes? The answers are not yes or no. When did she go to cinema? When? چه زمانی? She went to cinema last night. Where did she go last night? اون خانوم دیشب کجا رفت؟ She went to cinema last night. We can use WH questions here, for example, when or where. After them, use did, then use subject pronoun and the main verb to ask information questions. Look at this part. Yes-no questions. Did I watch TV last night? Did you watch TV last night? Did we see a movie last night? Yes, we did. No, we didn't. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. We call them yes-no question. جوابشون بچه یا yes یا no هست. Now here, information questions. Look, where, what time, what, how, who. The first one, where did you go last weekend? Here we have last weekend. Here we have did. کجا رفتید شما؟ تعطیلات هفته پیش. What time did they go out to dinner? چه زمانی اونا رفتن؟ برای شام. بیرون رفتن برای شام. What did your friend watch on TV? چه چیزی دوست شما دید توی تلویزیون؟ چه چیزی رو تماشا کرد؟ How many cups of coffee did she drink? How many? چند تا فنجون کافی اون خانم نوشید؟ Who did they see yesterday? Look. Who. چه کسی؟ اونها چه کسی رو دیدن دیروز؟ Look here, be careful. Word order changes when who is the subject. Who did they see yesterday? چه کسی رو اونها دیدن. Okay? This part is very important. Look at this part. Word order changes when who is the subject of the sentence. بچه‌ها زمانی که who subject هست word order ما یعنی ترتیب کلماتمون فرق میکنه. Who went to the mall this morning? ببینید دیگه did نداریم. نمیگیم who did go to the mall. چون دنبال subject هستیم. Who washed the dishes last night? چه کسی ظرف‌ها رو شست؟ Who took the garbage out last night? چه کسی آشغال رو برد بیرون؟ پس use, please use who. Immediately after who, use your past form of verb. Who spoke English in the class yesterday? چه کسی دیروز تو کلاس انگلیسی صحبت کرد؟ I did. We did. Yes, the answers she did. Mina did. Mina این کارو کرد. Okay? Now here, complete the conversations using the simple past tense. You have the verbs and subject pronouns. Please do it. You can pause this video and then play. Check your answers, please. Number 1, A. Where did your family go on Saturday? Here we have subject, your family. The verb is go. WH question. Immediately after WH questions, we use did. We went to movies. We saw a good family movie. The past form of go is went and see, saw. Did you go out to eat afterwards? It means after that. Look, it's a yes-no question. So did you go? Yes, we did. We ate Indonesian food. Eat had a lot of pepper. The past form of have is had. But I thought your husband didn't like peppery food. It means spicy food. Actually, he ate a little and he said it was good. Number 2. The question is about the subject, so we use this rule. Who took out the garbage this morning? Actually, Laura did. And who did the laundry? I'm not sure, but I think Laura did the laundry this morning too. That's great, but did you do any household chores? Me? Last week I did all the chores. I went shopping and I came home early and I made dinner every night. Look, do, did, come, came, go, went, make, made. Now you can describe your past activities. Let's listen to their conversation, please.
Page 91. Now you can describe your past activities. Exercise 1. Conversation model. Read and listen.
So what did you do yesterday?
Well, I got up at 7, I made breakfast, and then I went to work.
What about after work? Did you do anything special?
Not really. I just made dinner and watched a movie.
So, what did you do yesterday? What did you do? Look, it's a WH question, so it's information question. You need to give information. Well, I got up at 7. Got up is the past form of. Very good, get up. I made breakfast. Made is the past form of. Very good, make. And then I went to work. Went is the past form of go. What about after work? Did you do anything special? Not really. I just made, look, the past form of make, made. I just made dinner and watched a movie. Outdoor activities. Activities that you do, for example, when you want to relax, when you want to spend your spare time. Look at the items. Here we have 6 pictures. Listen to them, please.
Page 92. Exercise 1. Vocabulary. Outdoor activities. Read and listen. 1,
Go to the beach.
2,
Go running.
3,
Go bike riding.
4,
Go for a walk.
5,
Go swimming.
6.
Go for a drive.
Thank you. When we say outdoor activities, we mean activities that we do in the nature and not at home. Okay? For example, number 1, go to the beach. What's the past form of go? Very good. It's went. For example, they went to the beach last Friday. Look at number 2. What's the past form of go? Very good. It's went. They went running last Friday. Number 3. They went bike riding last weekend. Number 4. They went for a walk yesterday. Number 5. He went swimming last month. Number 6. They went for a drive last year. Now listen again and repeat, please.
Now listen again and repeat.
Go to the beach.
Go running.
Go bike riding.
Go for a walk.
Go swimming.
Go for a drive.
Very good. Now in this picture, as you can see, we have 4 conversations. Listen to the conversations, then check the correct picture to complete each statement. For each conversation, we have 2 pictures, A and B. You need to listen and put a check. So listen, please.
Page 92. Exercise 3. Listening comprehension. Listen to the conversations, then check the correct picture to complete each statement. Conversation 1.
Where's Rosalie?
I'm not sure. She said she wanted to go for a drive.
Well, she didn't. Her car's still here.
Well, maybe she went for a walk. The weather's great, and she loves to walk.
Oh, you're right. I see her on the street in front of the house.
Conversation 2.
Want to go to the beach?
Sure, but I don't want to go swimming. I want to relax. I went running this morning.
That's fine. You can just sit and read if you want, but I'm going swimming.
Sounds like a plan to me. What time?
How's noon?
Great.
Conversation 3.
I'd like to go bike riding. What about you?
I went bike riding yesterday. What about a run?
Actually, I went running this morning.
So what would you like to do?
Let's just go for a walk. That's always nice.
Conversation 4.
I'd really like to go swimming. Want to come along with me?
I'd like to, but I'm working this afternoon.
But today's Saturday. I thought you only worked from Monday to Friday.
I usually do, but this week I didn't work on Tuesday or Wednesday.
How come?
I went bike riding with my cousin, so I'm working today to make up the time.
Fine. Please check your answers. So number 1B, 2A, 3A, and 4B. Now listen again and complete these sentences. Number 1, 2, 3, and number 4. Complete these sentences. Listen, please.
Now listen again and check your work. Conversation 1.
Where's Rosalie?
I'm not sure. She said she wanted to go for a drive.
Well, she didn't. Her car's still here.
Well, maybe she went for a walk. The weather's great, and she loves to walk.
Oh, you're right. I see her on the street in front of the house.
Conversation 2.
Want to go to the beach?
Sure, but I don't want to go swimming. I want to relax. I went running this morning.
That's fine. You can just sit and read if you want, but I'm going swimming.
Sounds like a plan to me. What time?
How's noon?
Great.
Conversation 3.
I'd like to go bike riding. What about you?
I went bike riding yesterday. What about a run?
Actually, I went running this morning.
So what would you like to do?
Let's just go for a walk. That's always nice.
Conversation 4.
I'd really like to go swimming. Want to come along with me?
I'd like to, but I'm working this afternoon.
But today's Saturday. I thought you only worked from Monday to Friday.
I usually do, but this week I didn't work on Tuesday or Wednesday.
How come?
I went bike riding with my cousin, so I'm working today to make up the time.
Fine. Please check your answers. Number 1, Rosalie went for a walk. Number 2, she's going swimming. Number 3, they're going for a walk. And number 4, he went bike riding. Now you can talk about your weekend. Let's listen to their conversation.
Page 93. Now you can talk about your weekend. Exercise 1. Conversation model. Read and listen.
Did you have a good weekend?
Let me think. Oh yeah, I had a great weekend.
What did you do?
Well, on Saturday, my friends and I went bike riding and to a movie. Then on Sunday, I went for a drive. What about you?
Well, on Saturday, the weather was great. so I went for a walk. And on Sunday, my family and I went to the beach.
Okay, now look at here. Did you have a good weekend? It's a yes-no question. Let me think. Oh yeah, it means oh yes. I had a great weekend. What did you do? An information question. Well, on Saturday, my friends and I went bike riding into a movie. It means we went bike riding and we went to a movie. Then on Sunday, I went for a drive. What about you? Well, on Saturday, the weather was great, so I went for a walk. And on Sunday, my family and I went to the beach. Beach means near the sea. Now you, about your weekend, please complete these sentences. You have some time. You can pause this video and do it. Okay, listen please. Did you have a good weekend? Let me think. Oh yeah. I had a good weekend. What did you do? Well, on Saturday I went out with my friends. Then we went for a walk. What about you? Well, on Sunday the weather was not good, so I stayed home. And on Sunday, I went out. You can make your own sentences. I just made an example. Now next part. Read about what people did last weekend. Last weekend بچه ها تعطیلات آخر هفته‌ای که گذشت. Yes, what people did. Did here is the past form of do. It means انجام دادن. چه کارهایی مردم یا افراد انجام دادن تعطیلات گذشته. Here as you can see we have 3 pictures. Let's listen to the people.
Page 94. Exercise 1. Reading. Read about what people did last weekend.
What did you do last weekend?
Gabby Perez, Mexico.
My husband and I live in Guadalajara, in the Mexican state of Jalisco. We love the beach, so last Friday we got up early and drove to Puerto Vallarta, about 3.5 hours from home. The drive was nice, and we sang as we drove. On Friday night, we had a great dinner at a wonderful fish restaurant. Then we got up early on Saturday, and because the weather was great, we went to the beach before breakfast. Sunday was pretty much the same. What a great weekend.
Kwanjin Park, Korea.
I'm a university student from Korea, but this month I'm visiting my aunt and uncle and my cousins in Baltimore, in the U.S. state of Maryland. Last weekend we went to New York. On Friday we wanted to go to an American restaurant and then to an outdoor concert. But the weather was really bad. It rained and it was so cold. We didn't go to the concert. We ate in the hotel and we watched the concert on TV. But on Saturday and Sunday, the weather was beautiful. So we went to Central Park and saw a play outdoors. We ate right there in the park and we had a great time. I loved New York.
Paul Martin, Canada.
Last weekend was actually pretty nice. I live in Montreal, in the Canadian province of Quebec. I invited my friends here, and we went for a walk in the old city. We ate delicious food at a great restaurant. On Saturday, my girlfriend came here from Quebec City. We went dancing, and we stayed out so late. Here's a great picture. On Sunday, we went to the movies and to the mall. We bought new clothes. Montreal has some wonderful stores.
Thank you. We listened to them. The first one was Gabby Perez. Where does she live? She lives in Guadalajara, in the Mexican state of Jalisco. What did she do on Friday? On Friday, She got up early and drove to Puerto Vallarta, about 3.5 hours from her home. How was the drive? The drive was nice. What did they do as they drove? They sang as they drove. Sang is the past form of sing. بچه sing آواز خواندن. سنگ آواز خواندیم. ما آواز خواندیم همونطور که رانندگی میکردیم. What did they do on Friday night? On Friday night, we had a great dinner at a wonderful fish restaurant. What did they do on Saturday? On Saturday, they got up early, and because the weather was great, they went to the beach before breakfast. How about Sunday? What did they do on Sunday? Sunday was pretty much the same. Did they have a great weekend? Yes, they did. They had a great weekend. Next one, Kwanjin Park. Is he a teacher? No, he's not. He's a university student from Korea. What's his plan for this month? In this month, he's visiting his aunt and uncle and my cousins in Baltimore in the U.S. state of Maryland. What happened last weekend? Where did they go? Last weekend, they went to New York. What did they do on Friday? On Friday, they wanted to go to an American restaurant and then to an outdoor concert. But the weather was really bad. It rained and it was so cold. So what did they do? They didn't go to the concert. They ate at the hotel and they watched the concert on TV. What happened on Saturday and Sunday? On Saturday and Sunday, the weather was beautiful, so they went to Central Park and saw a play outdoors. They ate right there in the park and they had a great time. Did he love New York? Yes, he did. He loved New York. The last one, Paul Martin. Was last weekend nice? Yes, his last weekend was actually pretty nice. Where does he live? He lives in Montreal, in the Canadian province of Quebec. What did he do last weekend? He invited his friends here, or there, we can say, and they went for a walk in the old city. They ate delicious food at a great restaurant. What did they do on Saturday? On Saturday, his girlfriend came from Quebec City. What did they do? They went dancing and they stayed out so late. Here's a great picture. What did they do on Sunday? They went to the movie and to the mall. What did they buy? We bought new clothes. Does Montreal have good stores? Yes, Montreal has some wonderful stores. Thank you. Now this part. Please write yes/no question and one information question about Gabby, Kwanjin, and Paul. So, one yes/no question and one information question. You can pause this video. Okay, look. I wrote one yes/no question and one information question for each person. You can write more. For Gabby, did she get up early last Friday? So let's find the answer. Did she get up early last Friday? Last Friday we got up early, so yes, she did. My information question, where did she go on Saturday? On Saturday, we went to the beach before breakfast. Kwanjin, was the weather hot on Friday? On Friday, the weather was really bad. It was cold. So, was the weather hot? No, it wasn't. It was cold. What did he do on Friday? He didn't go to the concert. He ate at the hotel and he watched the concert on the TV. Now, Paul. Did he go to the movies on Sunday? Here, we went to the movies. So, yes, he did. He went to the movies. Who did he meet on Saturday? Look, on Saturday, his girlfriend came from Quebec. So, he met his girlfriend. As you can see, we can ask questions with these words: was and did, where, actually what, who, when, and what. Also, we can use times: last weekend, last Saturday, on Friday night. You can write your own sentences, your own questions. You can send your answers and I will check it for you. That was Unit 11. Good job. Thank you. Let's review the new words. The first one, event. For example, there was an event last week. We went to a big concert. Go for a walk. I went for a walk last evening. Go bike riding. I didn't go bike riding last summer. Go swimming. She went swimming last Friday. Go for a drive. They didn't go for a drive last week. Thank you. Let's review homework for Unit 11. First of all, please do Workbook Unit 11. Make a dialogue about events of last week. For example, you can ask, what happened last week? You can answer, there was a concert. There was a game. What time was the concert? What time was the game? Where was the game? Where was the concert? Okay, ask yes/no question and WH questions and answer. Number 3, write about your last trip. 150 words, please. Talk about the places you visited. How did you get there? When did you get there? When did you come back? And write everything. Don't forget to use simple past tense of the verbs. Number 4, make a stow with new words of Unit 11, the last page. And number 5, listen and write. I play this listening for you. Please listen. Whenever you need, you can pause and then write what you hear. You can send your writing to me. I'll check it. Okay? Listen, please.
Page 92. Exercise 3. Listening comprehension. Listen to the conversations, then check the correct picture to complete each statement. Conversation 1.
Right, please.
Where's Rosalie?
I'm not sure. She said she wanted to go for a drive.
Well, she didn't. Her car's still here.
Well, maybe she went for a walk. The weather's great, and she loves to walk.
Oh, you're right. I see her on the street in front of the house.
Conversation 2.
Want to go to the beach?
Sure, but I don't want to go swimming. I want to relax. I went running this morning.
That's fine. You can just sit and read if you want, but I'm going swimming.
Sounds like a plan to me. What time?
How's noon?
Great.
Conversation 3.
I'd like to go bike riding. What about you?
I went bike riding yesterday. What about a run?
Actually, I went running this morning.
So what would you like to do?
Let's just go for a walk. That's always nice.
Conversation 4.
I'd really like to go swimming. Want to come along with me?
I'd like to, but I'm working this afternoon.
But today's Saturday. I thought you only worked from Monday to Friday.
I usually do, but this week I didn't work on Tuesday or Wednesday.
How come?
I went bike riding with my cousin, so I'm working today to make up the time.
Thank you so much. Don't forget to send your answers to info@najmnsc.com. We're waiting for it. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your attention. I wish you all the best. Good luck and goodbye.